So what is it that you fear the most? Death? People? Rejection? Competition? Insult? Financial loss? Failure? Insects and reptiles? Whatever it is, remember that the biggest threat and the greatest obstacle to your creativity is fear. What is fear? It is the difference between a negative and positive person, a line between a weak and a strong person. Weak people don't take risks as they want to avoid fear. In doing so, they become more fearful and weaker. Strong people, however, are able to overcome their fears and take risks for good. Fear is not danger. Danger is inevitable, real, and exists in present. Fear only exists in our imagination and in future. Fear originates from what and if, and is always a choice. When the shadow of something appears much larger than the reality itself, it is fear. What causes fear? Love of this world and its attachments are the root of fear. The more you love this world and attach yourself to it, the more fears you will have. What fear does to you? It quickly gets you going. It slows your growth and eventually stops you, making you incapable of pursuing your dreams. Many of us do not live our dreams because we live our fears, and the fears we don't face become our limits. Fear cripples your ideas, crushes your experiences, and stalls your success. It snatches away your creativity and energy and eventually paralyzes you. That's why fear is worse than failure. Because in failure, you at least give it a try. But when in fear, you don't even act. In reality, the cave we fear to enter holds the treasure we seek. So what we fear doing the most is usually what we must need to do, because we go to far greater lengths to avoid what we fear than to obtain what we desire. Don't let your fear of what could happen make nothing happen, as very often the most difficult roads lead to the most beautiful destinations. How to overcome fear? Substitute the fear of creatures with the creators, and you'll be free. Because fear is the passion of slaves. Once you start fearing your creator, you stop fearing creatures. Treat the world as your slave and not as your master. So let's put fear in its place. Fear God, not man. You are the greatest creature. Fearing other creatures humiliates you. Fearing the creator will elevate you. When you fear only God, you fear nothing else. And when you don't fear God, you fear everything else. When you are afraid only of your Lord, He won't let anyone dominate you. Your Lord only benefits you, never harms you. Only He gives you comfort. Only He gives you refuge. But once you become afraid of others, you let their fear dominate you. The fear of God, your Lord, is not dreadful. God is not scary. He is not frightening. He does not oppress. He is never unjust. Instead, this divine fear is sweet. It is pleasant. It gives you comfort and peace. It embraces you. The fear of what if He rejected us due to our bad deeds and disobedience. It's the fear that you won't be able to compensate for God's kindness. It's the fear of losing Him. Indeed, what did He gain who lost Him? And what did He lose who found Him? It's like the fear of losing your beloved, the fear of being parted, the fear of being separated from God. To be apart from God is hell. What an irony! When you fear creatures, you want to be distant from them, away from them. But when you fear the Creator, you yearn to get closer to Him. So fear the only one whom you can truly confide in and talk with, your Lord, the omnipotent God.